Picture this. You're standing in front of a mirror, not the kind you glance at to fix your hair or check your outfit, but a strange, mystical one. One that doesn't just reflect your face, but peers straight into the depths of your soul. What do you see? A bold, confident figure radiating energy, ready to take on the world, or a faint, fragile shadow, weighed down by anxiety, fear, and self-doubt? Every single day, your brain churns out about 60,000 thoughts. That's a staggering number, right? But here's the kicker. Around 80% of them tend to lean toward the negative. Why? Blame evolution. Our minds are wired for survival. Trained over millennia to spot danger. Think predators lurking in the bushes or storms brewing on the horizon. It's a brilliant mechanism when you're dodging saber-toothed tigers. But in today's world of deadlines, bills, and social pressures, that same instinct can backfire. It traps us in toxic thought spirals, silent saboteurs that wreak havoc on our lives. Don't kid yourself into thinking negative thoughts are just harmless whispers that fade away. They're more like sharp blades, slicing through your mental peace, damaging your body, and dragging you into a pit of failure and misery. In this journey, we're going to uncover what toxic thoughts really are, why they're so dangerous, and most importantly, how you can banish them for good to unlock a fuller, freer life. Toxic thoughts, the silent destroyer within. What are toxic thoughts? Toxic thoughts aren't some abstract philosophical concept, they're the very real gremlins that creep into your head daily. Maybe it's that nagging voice saying, "You're going to mess this up," right before a big presentation, or the endless loop of worry about what tomorrow might bring. Like a horror movie, you can't pause it. Could be the simmering anger toward someone who hurt you, the envy that stings when you scroll through someone else's perfect Instagram life, or the quiet self-doubt whispering, "You're not good enough." They come in all shapes and sizes, sometimes loud and obvious, sometimes subtle and sneaky, disguised as limiting beliefs like "I'll never succeed," "the world's against me," or "people always let me down." Left unchecked, these thoughts don't just pass through. They take root, spreading like weeds, until your mind becomes a tangled mess of insecurity and resentment. Why are toxic thoughts so dangerous? Imagine toxic thoughts as a slow-acting acid. They don't just burn a tiny hole in your mind, they seep into every corner of your life, corroding your mental health, physical well-being, relationships, career, and overall happiness. Here's how they tear you apart. Wrecking your mental health. Stress and anxiety. Living with toxic thoughts is like carrying a backpack stuffed with rocks, constantly on edge. And over time, that tension can spiral into full-blown anxiety, a trap that's tough to escape. Depression. When negative thoughts pile up, they drain the color from life. I once had a friend who admitted, "Some days, I'd wake up and just lie there, wondering why I even bother getting out of bed." That's the weight of unchecked negativity. Eroded confidence. "I'll fail. I don't deserve this." These thoughts chip away at your self-worth, locking your potential in a cage of doubt. Sleepless nights. Ever tossed and turned, your mind racing with what-ifs? Toxic thoughts steal your rest, leaving you exhausted and foggy, damaging your physical health. Weakened immunity. Science backs this up. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, hammering your immune system. You catch colds more often, heal slower, and feel run down. Heart trouble? Anxiety revs up your heart rate and spikes your blood pressure. Studies, like one from Harvard, show that negative thinkers are 30% more likely to face heart disease. Gut issues. That knot in your stomach when you're stressed. It's real. Toxic thoughts can trigger indigestion, or even irritable bowel syndrome. aches and pains. Mental strain turns physical headaches, stiff necks, sore backs. Your body screams what your mind won't say. Enough. Ruining relationships, conflict. A mind full of negativity makes you snappy or overly critical. A harmless comment from a friend becomes they're out to get me. And suddenly you're arguing over nothing. Isolation. You pull away, build walls, and wonder why you feel so alone. I met someone once who stopped talking to her friends because she convinced herself they don't really care. Trust issues. Through a negative lens, everyone's a suspect. You doubt motives, push people away, and lose connections that matter. Stalling your career. Poor performance, toxic thoughts scatter your focus and kill creativity. A colleague of mine once ditched a huge project, muttering, "I'm not cut out for this." Missed opportunities. Self-doubt stops you from chasing promotions or pitching ideas. You stay small while others soar. Workplace tension. Negativity doesn't stay in your head. It spreads, souring team vibes and making every day a grind. Stealing your quality of life. Faded joy. When your mind's a storm, simple pleasures, a sunny day. A good laugh get drowned out, lost chances. Fear and hesitation make you skip the big stuff. A trip abroad, a new romance, a dream you've shelved. Broken goals. Without belief or drive, you give up too soon. A buddy of mine wanted to start a business but quit before trying, convinced no one would buy from me. How to kick toxic thoughts to the curb. The good news. You're not powerless. Toxic thoughts might be tough, but you've got the tools to fight back. Here's a step-by-step guide to take control. Step 1. Spot them. Face the enemy head. Identify. Call them out. When you think, "I'm a failure," pause and label it. That's a toxic thought. Naming it strips its power. Write it down. Grab a notebook. One night, I jotted down every negative thought I'd had that day. My boss hates me. I'll screw this up. Seeing them on paper made them look ridiculous. Step 2. Shift them. Rewrite the script. Challenge. Question them hard. Is this true? Where's the proof? If you think no one likes me, recall that time a coworker thanked you. That's evidence you're wrong. Replace. Swap the junk for gold. Turn "I can't do this" into "I'll give it my best shot. And if it flops, I'll learn something." It's not fake positivity, it's choosing a better angle. Step 3. Act on it. Take charge of your mind. Mindfulness. Stay present. Savor your coffee. Feel the breeze. Don't let yesterday or tomorrow hijack you. Meditation. Just 10 minutes a day. Sit, breathe, let the noise settle. I was skeptical, but after a week, my head felt clearer than ever. Exercise. Run, lift, dance, sweat it out. Endorphins are nature's antidote to gloom. A quick jog once pulled me out of a week-long funk. Step 4. Lean on others. You don't have to go solo. Therapy. If you're stuck, a professional can guide you through the maze. It's not weakness. Loved ones. Talk to someone you trust. I once vented to my sister about work stress, and her simple "you're doing great" lifted a boulder off my chest. The secret power of thoughts. What you focus on grows. Here's a truth that'll blow your mind. Your thoughts are magnets. Dwell on failure, and you'll pave the way for it. Focus on possibility, and doors start opening. A friend of mine turned her life around by writing 3 positive things daily. The sun's out. I nailed that email, bit by bit. She climbed out of depression. It's not magic, it's focus. The bottom line. Free yourself for a better life. Toxic thoughts are stealthy wreckers, but they're not invincible. You can spot them, challenge them, and replace them with hope, strength, and optimism. Picture that mirror again this time. Let it show a version of you that's fearless, vibrant, ready to seize every moment. Are you ready to break the chains, step out of the shadows, and claim a life full of energy, joy, and success? The choice is yours, and it starts right now.